Alright, testing the new sprites. Hey! Hello everyone! Flo here. I won't waste any more of your time and get straight to the topic at hand. A bit of context first. Kiaro Yun is a very famous gacha content creator, having more than 1 million subscribers on YouTube and TikTok. Recently, she has been exposed for tracing and art theft, and after a private conversation with her, we reached the following agreement. If she apologized to the people she wronged and did the necessary changes, I would remove my video exposing her and leave her be. But if one of us were to retract our promise, the other was allowed to do the same. Days went by, and Kiaro made her explanation. But while her friend Sina made a video for both YouTube and TikTok, Kiaro chose to do 3 shorts and YouTube exclusive. You won't find them on TikTok. But by doing so, she broke her part of the deal. Therefore, I will also expand on this and why it's an issue. Let's start with the hand props tracing, since she didn't use any in her recent upload. However, in her explanation shorts, she made it seem like it was an everyone problem than a her problem. Which can be a reasonable argument, but to an extent, as each individual has an independent working brain, and it's up to each person to do the necessary amount of research to avoid those situations. A reminder that Pinterest and Google aren't giving hand props for free and no credit needed platforms. And a lot, and I mean a lot, of different artworks are re-uploaded there without permission and aren't given the required information in order to give credit accordingly. Which is why the everyone does it and it makes my life easier kind of arguments are poor. In the end, you are responsible for what you post on your platform, not everyone else. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the art PFP problem. Let's summarize the situation with Kiaro's perspective first. Kiaro hosted a fan art contest on Knock between July and August 2023. The winners were announced on the 18th, and one in particular by the username of Thu Kim. According to Kiaro's words, when I chose the winner, I gave them diamonds, Knock in-game currency for those who aren't aware, that they can spend on however they wish. And in exchange, they gave me their artwork, meaning I have full ownership of it and can do modifications as much as I want. But what if I were to tell you that this is not how it works? Knock art contests all follow the same mechanism. The content creator hosts a contest, they decide on the rules, how much diamonds the winners can get, who to draw, and choose winners. However, Knock Senpai, who is in charge of setting contests, manages the votes from the public on its platform, and most importantly, give the prizes to the winners chosen by the content creator. So what does that mean? That pretty much Kiaro never spent a single diamond on that winner's artwork, and it's Knock Senpai who gave the diamonds as a prize for winning, not as a sign of payment. Which leads to this conclusion. Kiaro has zero right to modify that artwork and does not own it whatsoever. In other words, Kiaro committed art theft. The situation would have been different if not only Kiaro precised in her rules that the winner would see their work featured as social branding, but mostly an actual conversation with the artist to set up an agreement, like a commission. But since none of those happened, it got narrowed down to stealing. After I exposed her, she tried to calm things down with a PFP of a gacha OC, but when she posted her explanation shorts, it was back to the stolen modified artwork. And worst outcome possible, the artwork was further modified, to the despair of the original artist as they never got approached to do the modifications, nor gave permission to Kiaro to do so. And this is where we are now. You might wonder why I didn't try to reach out to Kiaro privately about this. Even though I tried reaching out to Sina before the exposed video about her and received no response, when it comes to Kiaro, a person I worked with by the name of Israel has attempted to reach out to her after seeing that the artist got ignored for 2 or 3 days. But alas, still no reply. I'm glad that Vin actually managed to bring me together with Kiaro for the private conversation that happened on October 2nd. Otherwise, it would have been difficult. But after that, to put it simply, it was no use. That private conversation, I made it sound like it ended peacefully, but in reality, it was a very mixed outcome. While Sina was pretty much regretful and didn't talk much, Kiaro was boiled to see her friend and herself being in trouble like this for reasons she did not understand, despite me explaining many times. Seeing how the conversation between Kiaro, Vin, and I didn't progress as intended for both parties, Kiaro brought Sina and another person. I thought at first it would unlock the discussion, but instead that allowed them to gaslight me about Kiaro, telling me arguments that Kiaro told me before, as if she didn't demonstrate that she could defend herself. Meanwhile, Kiaro accused me of attempting to ruin her and Sina's reputation for clout a lot throughout the conversation. She might have taken my video a bit negatively there, but it was never my intention. I generally led my video about her with room of doubt and enough time for her to explain. However, at the very end of the conversation, I received a huge wall of text, where there was little criticism, but it was full of hatred. Allow me to read the first sentences. You know, I had such a good day today, but you fucking ruined everything. You put a lot of stress on a little problem and it really sucks. I wanted to fuck you because your arguments and conclusions are annoying. I won't read further, but you can read for yourself how the conversation ended. I have personally nothing to hide, and like Kiaro said in her explanation shorts, I am a proud bunny. I do what I believe is, in my opinion, right, and I never insult anyone for no reason. I gave many chances to Kiaro for another private conversation before uploading this publicly, but she kept on avoiding me, so she left me with no other choice. I do hope this will make everyone learn that while yes, you shouldn't make a fuss about small things, to understand that small things can become big if not dealt appropriately, and to never reject the blame on others when there is clear evidence against you. Treat others how you want to be treated. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day or night.